And this, I think, is where in play feeds in as well, because one thing that I really like about in play is that qualitative element of annotating the videos that you get and
Yeah.
then feeding that into the report really makes for a little bit more of a dynamic, rich data set for them. So
Around then the tools that you use, obviously one of them tools is in play online. So I'm just curious to ask you then, Will, from your perspective, why you ended up selecting in play online, why that was an option for you to choose and use with your students, and what you like about it, and basically just how it's utilized by the students in the module, really.
yeah, so I mean, my journey in performance analysis, it very much came from um, reading textbooks cover to cover,
Yeah.
and we focus predominantly on notational analysis, and we talk about that narrative from moving from handwritten notational analysis through to computerized systems. What I was finding was that students require now multiple different ways to engage with varying different softwares in
Yeah.
different ways to fit in with how they learn best. Not all students have access to a computer. Not all students have access uh, to the ability to come on campus.
Yeah.
So we need to offer flexibility for our students to engage with software that does similar things, and also understand how different softwares work differently. In play was something that I learned about through conversations with you. Um, I like the way in which we can have compatibility with NatSport with it, but students can also have this cloud-based scenario where they
Yeah.
don't have to install anything on their computer. Um, Avoiding the requirement to install things on a computer is a big hit with a lot of my students, despite them being of that nature where technology should be really important for them and they should understand everything about it. They do struggle with installing things on computers. So, that just gets over quite a big barrier within teaching.
Yeah.
And in play for me is it's user friendly. And I think the built-in tutorials are very easy to follow through that structure, and they can effectively teach themselves asynchronously within the software. And I think that's another big component that I utilize within the session.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned them because we put a lot of time into them and they are there for, especially, as a lecturer, you've got a lot of stuff on your plate. So in terms of the technical teaching of the actual software, like that's all given to them in the help video, so they can literally just follow along at their own pace, get a video up and just, do the thing and kind of learn it, like you said, learn it themselves. And also obviously the accessing from anywhere and on any device is a big plus, definitely.